Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today you guys, I have easy 3D toppers from our friends at Hearty Crafts. So cute. I have 5 different packages and they make card focals like this. Isn't that sweet? This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a look at what's inside this. I guess maybe before we do, I'll describe what I used on the card and tell you about our giveaway. So first of all, this is a tent fold card. Okay, it opens at the top. This is 5 by 7. And for the background paper, I used our 12 by 12 sunflowers pattern cardstock, really beautiful. I used this chicken wire, and then of course I forgot to grab it. I can't believe I forgot. I used our 6 by 6 gingham #1 paper pad for the red gingham, because that particular pack didn't have any red gingham in it, and I just thought it absolutely needs it. So yeah, just cut the chicken wire paper a little bit smaller than my card, and then just took a, let's measure this, 3.5 inch rectangle of the red gingham, glued that just about 1 inch from the top, and then along the top and the bottom edge, you guys, I used some of our new oval border dazzle stickers. I'm turning them sideways so you can see it's got a larger oval, a medium oval, and a tiny oval, and they go oval, circle. They're so cute, and I use this red. Of course I had used the red right there along the top and the bottom, and they just look like jewels. I love them. And then I took one of the borders from the paper pack, and I actually, it wasn't long enough for my card, so I just cut it in 2 and I glued it at the ends. So under this foam taped little greeting, also from the paper pack, there's about a space that's about that large. So just cover it up. And then we've got a cute little craft doily. When we had these doilies, they were 3.5 inches wide, and now we've switched them up and they're 4 inches wide. So it'll look the same, but my doily here is a little bit smaller. They're these wonderful little craft paper ones. They come in a pack, I think, of 20. Then we've got our little sunflowers, so cute, you guys, and they come in 3 layers. And I'm going to show you what's in this pack and also how we just work the little layers. Before I do, I want to tell you this is our giveaway card for this episode, so I'm trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our webisode page, you can enlarge the screen, and down below you'll see a YouTube link. Just click on that, and then when you get there, we ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then give this video a thumbs up, like it, and then leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one lucky viewer's comment with congratulations, YouTube username, because we don't have your real name. We have to use the name that was posted with your comment, and that is your YouTube username. And then we give you instructions on how to claim your card. So we'll have one viewer win. These instructions are also at the end of our video. It's a good idea to hit the notification bell at the top right-hand corner so you know when a winner is announced. And we do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. And let's see what else. Oh, you'll also be notified when we have new tutorials. All right, so cute. Let's take a look at what's in this one. This one's called Bouquets. So cute. You get 10 of these little card toppers. Okay, and here is the cute little one with all of the little sunflowers. And then I do not know a lot about flowers, so I'm just going to show you all of these. They're really sweet. I know there's a lot of peonies in here. And then I know this one's a pansy, a purple pansy. You can see it better if I do that. And then here's a lot of peonies. And then cute, look at the tulips, peonies, hydrangea. Oh, I think I might have got that one right. And then some roses and peonies on this one, and lilacs, I think. And then this one's a bouquet of, it looks like roses, lilacs, and hydrangea. Not too shabby. All right, so I wanted to show you how you assemble these. It's so easy. I'm going to put these back in here so I don't lose any bits. All right, so here's one. Oop, come on. This is the same package. Just set one aside I had already opened. And it comes, all of these that I'm going to be showing you today are 3 pieces. Now, you can use one piece, and I'll be showing you this technique later. One piece could go on the card front, and you could use these other pieces on maybe on the inside of your card, or you can do other things with them. So we'll be practicing that. As for foam tape, we have several options for you. We have the 3D foam tape where there's 400 little pre-cut squares. You just peel them off and add them to the back. We have this one where they're slightly larger squares, and there's 100 of them on this sheet. But what my friend Debbie and I like to do is, because we use so much foam tape, we take our giant wheel of foam tape. This is for sale, you guys, for about 20 bucks. And I know 20 bucks is a lot of money, but it is gonna last you forever. We just clip some off. I've already started on this one. You just clip it off and then take some like non-stick scissors and then just do like this and like this. And then you can just clip it like that. And you can cut those to any kind of strips or lengths that you'd like. So we find that that's the most economical way to do this. Unless maybe you're traveling or something, then the smaller bits are handy to take with you. You guys ever do card making or crafting when you travel? I love to do that. I'll just take a box, as long as I'm driving or something. I can't do that when we're... And I really enjoy doing that. Okay, just gotta grab a couple more of these little foam tape bits that I cut. And we're just taking these, and we're just lining them up. The little backing papers are always the annoying part. And the reason you do little tiny bits is because sometimes you have a little piece up here that you want to make sure it's supported by foam tape, and you just use less foam tape than using a big chunk of it. All right, and then this piece you're just aligning, you're just matching the flowers, just like that. And then you've got all those little layers, and suddenly it becomes 3-dimensional. And then you have a little card focal. It's so cute. All right. So, as I said, that's our giveaway card, so definitely participate in that. Then I wanted to show you guys this one. Let's take a look at this. See, with the little butterflies. This one is a little like paper bag here. We pull out the tag. There's another one of those, and then on the back, little pocket with another little flower, make a wish. All right, let's talk about how we made this one. So this one, you guys, has all of these different ones. This is called Butterfly on Branches. A lot of these just don't have names, and we name them so that they have some kind of description. So yeah, little branches with flowers and then the different little butterflies. So for this one, I took those 3 pieces that we talked about and I just sort of spread them out through my card. So this one is not 3-dimensional, but I got 3 little card focals or decorations out of it. For this 5 by 6.5 inch card, I covered that with lacy coral 12 by 12 paper pack. This is paper and not cardstock, but it's got these beautiful doily prints on them in peaches and apricot and brown and tan. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I covered that with the barn wood, inked the edges with cocoa brown and cocoa bean rather, and my applicator tool. And then the die cut I used on this, cutting die rather, is missing. Well, anyway, it's tag in a bag, cutting die. That's very odd. Lene, what did you do with it? And you just use the 2 dies. There's a die to make the paper bag and the die for this tag shape. Really easy. You do need a die cutting machine. And I die cut the bag from one of the doily papers, assembled that according to the directions, and then used a little bit of that ink around the edges, and I glued that to the card center. And then this is a little strip of paper also from the paper. It's 2 1/4 inches wide. I glued it straight across the bag, just as almost if it's keeping it there. and then added some Dazzle stickers. These are Happy Birthday Dazzle stickers. They come in this 3-pack, and I used the white ones. If you can see, I used the tiny little happy birthday there. Put that along the top in white so that it would show up nicely. And then I just took the first layer of the butterflies, foam taped that there, covered this white cardstock tag with the paper. Then I glued a little 4-inch wide white lace doily. They come in a little pack of 20. And using a little applicator bottle filled with our favorite Cosmic Shimmer glue really helps to glue down the lace around the outside edge. And then right here, then inked the edges of that, glued on the little butterfly. We have a little ivory ribbon from our ivory ribbon collection. And then on the back, just took another scrap from this little set right here, and I just glued that on 3 sides, added a Make-A-Wish in the gold happy birthday, and then just attached that little flower. That's the 3rd layer. The little scrap of doily that was left over from here, from cutting it off, I just inked it a little bit and glued it at the top here, and then just added a little gift card, just like that, and then this just fits right inside so nicely, okay? All right, now let's take a look at this one. So you guys, for this card, this is a 6.5 by 5-inch card, and I used, these are, I have to write all these down, blue violet flowers, all right? This one has all different kinds of purples and blues in the flowers, absolutely gorgeous. And on this one, I took 2 different sets of the flowers. I took this one right here and this one with the tulips, so like peonies and the tulips, and I divided up the pieces. So first of all, I covered my card, I should mention, with a little bit of purple Lilacs in Bloom cardstock, just inside that white edge of the card. And then I used the coordinating Lilacs in Bloom paper. I used this beautiful tapestry print right here, cut that a little smaller, and then I tore the polka dot paper that's in here that coordinates beautifully, and it's 3 3/4 inch wide, and I tore it so you could see that white edge, glued it across the center. So now I have my surface all ready, and then I just took these 2 pieces. So I have 1, 2, and then another piece right here. I glued these pieces down. So this is the first layer, the second layer are glued down. And then this 3rd layer, I went ahead and foam taped to this side. And then we've got the tulips. I glued layer 1 in between here. Layer 2, you guys, is right here, okay? And then layer 3, I glued here, just for a little dimension. So you can spread those layers out considerably. You don't have to stack them all together. If I'm going to spread out layers, usually I do layer 1 and layer 3, foam tape those. And then the second layer is usually pretty intact, and I use that elsewhere. All right, so my little greetings came from, these are our collection of purple Dazzle stickers, and they're in this fantastic mirror finish. This was an idea of one of our viewers. They noticed that we didn't have any purple Dazzle stickers in our collection, and that was because at the time our manufacturer did not have purple vinyl. It was crazy. And we were like, oh, well, maybe we'll ask again. And they said, oh, sure, now we have it. So Paulette ordered this huge collection of some of our favorite Dazzle stickers in all different kinds of greetings and borders, and we put them all together in one giant collection to get those purple, this really nice shade. So that's the hello there, and then I also use the missing you, which is from that collection. One thing that collection does not have, though, are the little circle Dazzle stickers. That's one thing we forgot. So I used these purple holographic ones with a little jewel picker and added that just around like this for a little sparkle, and then a little bow of purple ribbon from our purple ribbon collection. And yeah, this is one for all you purple lovers out there. All right, and the next one, ooh, I'm kind of buried here under papers. Hold on. All right, for this one, you guys, this one is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I used our Teacups and Roses 6 by 6 pattern cardstock, and I took this plaid and I just cut a couple of 1-inch strips and glued it across the top and the bottom. And then I took this one right here with this all over roses. It's one of my favorite prints. And I glued that to the center and then trimmed it even with the card edge. And so that way, my paper is 6 by 6, but my card is 6.5 inches. That way we've got a little border along the top and the bottom. Now you see there's a little green jewel border there. That is from the colorful jewel border dazzle stickers I was showing you before. Remember, I used the red on the sunflower card. I just had to use this lime green on this card. And then you guys, this shape, this oval shape right here is from our new 5 elliptical cutting dies. And I just used 2 of them, 2 of the nested dies. I cut one from the pink plaid and a smaller one from the pink lace. I glued the lace to the plaid and then I foam taped that to the card front. And then I used 2 different card topper, or the easy 3D toppers. I used 2 different ones to show you that you can mix the packs. So I used from this one, this beautiful rose right here. And this is obvious, but I forgot to mention, you guys, there's glitter on all of these packs. And what's better is it's glitter glue. It does not come off on your hands. It's not going to be all over your home. It's just little bits of glitter glue. And I forgot to mention it. It's on all of them. Here's this one that we put together before. There's just a little shimmer of that glimmer glue. So then I did one from another pack right here, and this one is Summer Flowers. I think they're both called Summer Flowers. Honestly, don't remember. This one, and I think that's a peony, but I just layered all 3 layers, and I glued one this way, and I glued this one, or rather, I glued this one down and then I foam taped this one over it so it would just be a little bit higher than this one. And then I added, with Deepest Sympathy, using our More Greetings Dazzle stickers. These are really beautiful. They have a beautiful font on them and they have everything from happy birthday to sympathy, just a really nice collection of words. And they come in all these different colors in a single pack. So I used the gold one there. And yeah, this is one of my favorites. I like how these just mix really well with these flowers. All right, you guys, you can see these are so beautiful and really well done. The die cutting on these are absolutely beautiful. The register on them is gorgeous. You're not going to find like a white outline on any of them. They do an exceptional job on these, very good quality. And don't forget, we have a fantastic money saver. It's right there on the right-hand side of our screen. Definitely check that out. And then down below the video, each of these items, the paper packs and all of the flower packs, are sold separately in case you just want 1 or 2 of something, or you want to buy the doilies, or you want to buy these great dazzle stickers. Those are all listed down below the video. And don't forget, if you're watching us on YouTube, look below the video in the description box for the link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Don't forget to subscribe while you're there. And that's our giveaway card. We really hope you participate. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. We'll see you in the next one.